Well, I nared my whole body.
Oh, yeah, you got shot.
I told you that?
You told me that.
That's not true.
Oh, that was a cooler story.
You gotta make sure that you get a texturized sniff in there. Don't be a donkey.
I'm gonna need to see your piece. I need to make sure it's not bigger than mine.
You're acting like your tongue's a pH strip.
I'm fucking leaving, bitch.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Absolute Talk Show. I'm Peach, and I'm back with Ian, Brent, Alan, and Jake. Got almost the whole squad here today. What's up, everybody? How are you?
What's good?
What's up?
How you doing, fellas? So, guys, I want to hit you with questions about convicts right away because I got some hilarious ones, I think. So, I'll hit you with your first one. This person is pretty wild. This is the one that you wanted to, that you were looking at me about. Here, let me see here.
Damn.
There you
Just damn.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a real life clown.
So this is Alyssa Zabrowski from Ohio.
It's literally always Florida or Ohio.
This is hard to...
Polk County?
Damn, dude.
No, she looks like whose wife? He's like El Diablo or whatever like that.
Oh yeah.
Team Squad, whatever.
I know who you're.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. There we go.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
That'd be his wife.
That'd be his wife.
'Cause
Yeah.
He's Mexican, but she's definitely
Is it
white.
drugs?
Yeah, into something.
Yeah. It's drugs.
Dude.
Yeah, that looks
fucking-
like meth mixed with a little bit of heroin in there.
Like, tattooing your face as a skeleton is a choice.
She looks like a fucking clown.
When you start tattooing eyelids, yeah, I'm out.
Brother, if you start tattooing face, I think I'm out. You could even go neck. I like neck.
Or the
Neck's
eyeballs.
fine.
You seen the eyeballs?
I think when you get in this area, we're talking about a different person now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like a spider web forehead, and it almost looks like she tried to go for a skeleton look, but like at the same time, like one of the like painted skeletons
Well, it looks
from
like
Mexico.
It looks like the
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
mask.
yeah,
like
yeah,
the way that they're
exactly.
painted,
Yeah.
Well, see, I think the spider web on her forehead is just Spider-Man leaving his mark. He's like, this has never happened to me before, you know?
I'm normally so good about this.
So this is what the article reads. Let's go back to the top. Face tatted woman from viral mugshots reveals her dramatic makeover. So she is getting them all removed. She's been like rehabbed and everything for a couple of years now.
Oh, damn.
So she is in the
Thank
process.
Damn, that makes me feel kind of bad about being like,
That neck
holy
one's gonna
shit,
hurt."
bitch. and also, maybe we should not put her actual name in here because you don't want to slander this woman if she's trying
Nah,
to
dude,
rebuild,
this
bro.
is public record, and we good.
Oh, damn it.
Public record.
It's only 2018.
PJ,
Yeah.
I just fucking did it again, dude. God damn it. Fuck. Anyway,
Oh man, you're killing me, brother.
sorry, dude.
Okay, so it says she was arrested in Ohio on charges of shoplifting and drug possession.
I mean, if I'm going to look like that, I would have done something way worse.
What was she shoplifting?
I don't know, but whatever it was, it probably wasn't a tattoo removal.
Pens.
She probably had to pay for that.
It was
Ideal image.
It was probably a ton of pens.
I was
so
gonna
she
say
could
how much 'cause
break
depending
them
on
open.
it's a felony.
How much what?
How much was the stolen items?
Yeah, I
worth?
think it's like
Oh.
over $500. It's a felony,
I thought it was...
Well, typically,
depending in the state. I think
typically stores aren't gonna stop you when you steal little things. They allow you to take it and they hit you later with a big ass bill. They wait
Yeah.
for it to be a felony amount before it's worth their time.
yeah, places like Fleet Farm do that, especially during like winter times. Everyone goes in and just absolutely just steals the shit out of all the power tools, dude.
Yeah.
When me and Peach worked there, it happened multiple fucking times.
Home Depot. They literally
Yeah.
walked in.
Or
and-
was it Home Depot?
Yeah, Home
Oh,
Depot.
yeah, not
they
Fleet
would,
Farm.
They would
Yeah.
like people would walk in and they would just walk out with whole like compound miter saws and like big ass power tools, dude. Like not like a couple of drills. Like they were clearing shelves and they would just walk out with it and they would be like, well, let them take it. We'll hit them with a bill as soon as we hit their or like find their fucking license plate. Like they're like, you can't do anything. We don't want you getting hurt.
So
There was one person that we worked with though that would always like stop them and confront them and be like, no. And I think she later got in trouble for that.
So I just did a real quick search. In Ohio, petty theft is a value of less than $1,000. Felony theft offenses value is $1,000 to less than $7,500. Grand theft is $75,000 but less than $150,000. Aggravated theft is $150,000 to wow. There's so many categories. Aggravated theft is $150,000 or more but less than $750,000. Aggravated theft, felony of the second degree, is $750,000 to $1.5 million, and aggravated theft, felony of the first degree, $1.5 million or more. Special considerations and so on and so forth.
Is it worth it?
Interesting.
So that's when you get into like racketeering and shit, right? And like federal fraud that high of money. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know, but that would be my assumption.
That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's a fair guess.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right. You fellas ready for your next one?
Yeah.
There she is. Not
Is
necessarily
she-
a mugshot.
Yeah,
but-
she looks like
She
she's
work-
going to a job interview.
Or she worked at a school.
I was just
I-
gonna say,
I was
dean
gonna-
of a college.
Yeah, she looks like high up somewhere.
I'm gonna go with a scam.
Pretty sure you nailed it, brother.
It's been a while.
God, 2 for 2 for Brent today.
Yes.
Damn.
Just on a roll.
That's crazy.
All right. So, yep, this is Latarsha Brown from Pennsylvania. And she was trying to stage a hate crime. So, in a sense, a scam because she was trying to get money out of like a corporation. This woman put a noose in like her desk at work and then tried to lie and say that somebody else like placed it there as like a racial
I'm going to
hate
need to see
crime
your
against
piece.
her.
No.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah. So the thing is the police, they were like, so we DNA tested everybody that you work with, and there's no DNA on this thing that matches anybody. We still need your DNA. And she was refusing to give it to them. And then finally they got a warrant for the DNA, and then she got hit with
So she's getting
With-
jail time, right?
yeah. So, let's see. Allentown City Hall employee Latarsha Brown was charged with a pair of criminal counts of after DNA pulled from the noose only belonged to her, authorities said, though one of her pals claims she's innocent. Brown initially said she made the shocking discovery at her desk on January 10th when she arrived for work, leading to an investigation and a community protest. Allentown City Councilwoman C.C. Gerlach said at the time she was irate and angry over what she called a hate crime. During the investigation, every employee who could have placed the noose on the neck was asked to submit their DNA, Captain Steve Milkove said. So,
Steve Wilkos.
Yeah.
Anybody?
yeah.
Like this just screams like a cry for attention. Like
Yeah, well, and where it kind of gets fucked up too is like it obviously sounds like it was just her, but it becomes problematic because if it was someone else and it really was a hate crime, then you should take that seriously.
Yes.
But because she bullshit her way through this. Now it's kind of like
Yeah, it says
the
here.
boy who cried wolf kind of shit. It's like
Yeah.
they fucking-
100%.
Yeah, they're like, oh, like somebody fucking did this to me, and now in the future, if it really happens to somebody, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, okay, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah, it says here she also allegedly made, quote, vague statements and gave deceptive answers to police. So, Brown faces misdemeanor charges of making a false report and tampering with evidence. Allentown Mayor Matt Turek called the charges shocking.
Shocking. Yeah. Yeah. Well, lock her up. We're done. Bingo.
She could have made it more convincing by saying she was just kind of like kinky and
Yeah.
liked a couple things, you know.
Case closed.
She's like, look, I was embarrassed about this. I like autoerotic asphyxiation.
Right.
Like,
In the 3rd degree.
I didn't want to get caught with this. I didn't know what to do. I fucking said it was a hate crime.
You might find more than one person's DNA on that rope.
Oh, no.
White glove.
All right, who's signing me up? Where do I go?
Oh, man. Okay. Here, I'll give you guys your next one.
Thanks.
You guys sound a little fucking vanilla over here.
All right.
Screw you guys. I'm going him.
Yeah.
Here's your next one. Timothy Sled from Arkansas. No, from Arkansas.
We need one from Tennessee. I don't know why. I just feel like Tennessee's gotta have.
Is he a truck driver or a farmer? Neither.
I don't know what his occupation
man.
is,
help.
unfortunately.
He did something.
But he certainly looks like one of them.
I'm going to say he definitely hurt someone.
He did not hurt anybody.
No?
No.
Holy
Damn,
shit.
is he a perv, dude?
He's not a perv.
Oh, damn. He kind of looks pervy. He does.
Alan, what you got?
He was getting all those easy pass text messages and was not paying his tolls. He looks
No.
like a guy that would not pay his tolls.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a guy who would not pay his tolls.
By the way, I
that's
got one
my
of those.
honest guess. I thought he just like avoided paying something.
Brent, are you going to go 3 for 3 right now? Are you going to hit this? Lock in. Lock in, brother.
What is it?
It's hard. 'Cause
You give him all the easy ones.
yeah. I'm going with drunk driving.
No, not drunk
He
driving.
looks sweaty.
However, I don't know if
You
drinking.
look sweaty.
I wouldn't be shocked if drinking was involved. I don't actually know. This man is in trouble for shooting a water tower that had a picture of Johnny Cash on it, like a silhouette of Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And he specifically shot it in the crotch so it looks like he's pissing.
Art.
Art.
Art, he says.
Did the bullet go through?
Yeah. If it looks like he's pissing, definitely.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I see.
okay.
I mean, that's epic.
Oh, shit.
Arkansas man to pay $15,000 in fines after shooting Johnny Cash water tower.
Out of all the water towers, you picked the one with Johnny Cash.
Right? Well, I feel
I
like
mean-
the point was to make it look like he was taking a piss.
I
don't know why
personally
else you'd
think
shoot it.
I personally think that's one I would have chose. That is,
Brother.
dude. Where are you gonna find another water tower with Johnny Cash on it?
Or with a silhouette on it,
Yeah,
honestly.
So that's perfect.
Okay.
Shout
I
out-
can accept that answer.
Shout out
The-
flex tape.
If
Yeah.
you run back the camera footage, there's footage of me slowly getting ready to fist fight you over
I
Johnny
know.
Cash.
I know, but how legendary is it? They're like, who's gonna think of that? That's awesome.
All right, I'll give you that.
Exactly.
If you take that angle on it and it's like, it's creative.
It is.
I'm kind of down with that.
Yeah.
Well,
When your
Another-
neighbors
you have to
complain
see
there's
the
no
art.
water.
Yeah,
You have
for
to
sure.
see the art in this
For
situation.
sure. You can look at it as destruction, or you can look at it as it put a smile on people's faces.
Priceless.
No, I would think beyond that. Like, I would shoot him in the eye, so then when they go to patch it up, they'd give him like an eye patch, and then he kind of like look maybe like the Godfather or something.
I'm
after the fact.
So,
You come to me
article says
With a favor.
on the day of my daughter's
He
wedding.
didn't. Dude, the Godfather did not wear a fucking eye patch.
No.
Oh,
I was like, what?
I must be thinking of Scarface.
Yeah, maybe Scarface
Yeah,
did
no.
for a
But-
minute.
but-
I
mean,
don't know.
I'm-
Johnny Cash would look fucking
Pirates of the
like a
Caribbean.
badass with a freaking iPad. No, not Johnny Depp.
Probably thinking Nick Fury.
He didn't even wear one.
Yeah, Nick Fury. He just Johnny Cash looks like a badass with an eye patch. I'm just saying. Laying it out there.
I think anybody with an eye patch is probably somebody you should never bring around your girlfriend. For sure.
Michael
Yeah.
Bisping.
Yeah, dude, literally.
Yeah.
He has an imaginary eye patch.
Yeah, well, he used to. He used
Did
to
he,
wear one
did he
for
really
a while.
wear
yeah.
one? Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, he even wore it on
I-
his podcast.
I knew that. I know that he's like blind in one eye because of
yeah,
the,
he's got a whole fake eye.
the retina and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
The H-bomb, Dan Henderson.
dude, honestly, if there was ever a hit in the history of ever that was gonna knock somebody's eye out of their fucking head, it's that, dude.
The H-bomb.
Yeah, it's
That's what
crazy.
it was.
Anyway,
All right, so this article says Timothy Flood was found guilty for shooting the water tower, which features a silhouette of the legendary Johnny Cash. The water tower resides in Cash's hometown of Kingsland, resulting in the town paying thousands of dollars in repairs, much to the frustration of the city's mayor. While the leak was small, it began to cause problems for the town, costing the city $200 per day when the incident first happened. Cool. I don't really care about that. So here we go. This is what we want to see.
This is perfect.
he goes, I don't care about
Yeah.
that. Show me the piss.
Show me the
Show me
piss.
the money shot. Come on.
Here, I think this one. Yeah. Why are we not getting
There's a-
sound here?
Oh, the volume's on down there too.
Technical difficulties.
That's okay.
That's
we don't.
fine.
We don't need sound.
Yeah, you really don't need sound
Yeah,
for this.
we just need to see.
Show me the piss.
Show me the piss. Show me where you piss from.
We can make our own commentary since there's no volume.
Yeah.
Well, I was just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden it started pissing on my head. I don't know where it was
That's
coming
so
from.
funny. Okay.
How much money a
That was
day did
good.
they say? 200.
Look at that, dude. That's on it. It's comedy.
And
Ah,
with
come
all
on.
that water, though, I mean,
That's comedy.
I would expect a bigger flow.
Now, if
Well,
you,
does-
dude, you
he
got
does
little
look like
kids
it.
over there laughing. Like, come on.
well,
He's laughing.
That's perfect.
and
It's like, sure, it's costing you some money, but at this point, it's like kind of entertaining for the town.
yeah.
So it's like, are you really losing money? Because the town's kind of enjoying it in a way.
yeah, and I also feel like it would have been different if he like emptied a clip into Johnny, you know?
Yeah.
Because then it's like a whoa, don't disrespect my guy like that.
Yeah.
But a single shot through the pee hole,
Perfectly placed.
pretty funny. That's funny.
We got to give the man respect. If he was aiming for the crotch,
Oh, he hit a little left.
a little left.
a little
He did-
left. but-
Well, in all fairness, if he's a low hanger, that's pretty accurate. He's close.
He hangs a little off to like 7 o'clock.
I'm just saying, man.
You know, I think you're onto something there.
Dude,
He's a low hanger.
he's close, dude. He could make it.
And then you have the guy talking right after that saying, "The legend has it he's a low hanger." And back to you now, Jeff.
Back to you, Jeffrey.
Yeah. And that concludes this week's
Segment.
segment of Where is Your Dick? I don't
3
fucking
inches left.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. Okay? I recently went to a place called Putt Shack. Okay? Putt Shack, by the way, is fucking sick. If you guys get a chance, I think it's new. It's a mini golf place out there, but it's like one of the coolest mini golf places I've ever seen. It's fucking sweet.
What kind of theme is it?
Well, they have like multiple different courses that are different themes, which is like kind of cool. And it's all indoor, which I like. It's nice and chill. They make the drinks strong as fuck, which is really nice. It's cool. They had like a music one that I went and played. That was cool. You had to like bounce the ball off like drums and shit. It was sick.
Nice.
Anyway, when we were there, dude, I go into the bathroom, okay? And I didn't mean to. Well, I meant to go in the bathroom, but I didn't mean to do this next shit.
I was gonna say, I was like, what happened?
I was at
How
the
fucked up were you?
I was at the urinal, and I was pissing, and some dude comes in behind me, and there's like a drink on the urinal next to me that I didn't even notice was there because who the fuck brings a drink into the bathroom?
I do.
Oh, shame. Shame.
I'd rather have
Smart.
piss in my drink than a roofie, but then who's gonna roofie me, right?
Never, dude. Never. I leave my drink with my baby.
Hey, you're
She'll
someone's
protect
type.
it, dude. Anyway, so some guy comes up behind me, grabs this bottle, and like while I'm pissing, right fucking behind me, spikes this glass on the fucking ground, and it just shatters everywhere. It scared the shit out of me because I'm like 3 sheets to the wind. I was fucked up, dude.
I'm just trying to imagine like how you like your initial reaction to hearing a glass shatter. Like were you just like
no,
petrified for a second?
I'm
Like-
balls deep in this story. Continue.
Okay, so and then this is where I probably made a mistake. I turn around and I go, dude, what the fuck are you doing right now?
While you're still pissing,
No.
you're just like, whoa.
No. That
Throw
would,
him off.
That would have been very funny, and I should have done that because he wouldn't have done shit. But I finished. I turned around. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I picked a bad day to talk to this guy. Okay, this guy immediately like squares up. He's like, "What the fuck did you say to me?" He starts talking. I go, dude, I'm not trying to fight. I'm here for a good time. I'm just asking you why you are absolutely spiking glasses in the bathroom, dude. And he's just like, he just like freaked out, dude. But I came about this close.
Oh wait, no.
this guy's
Why was he
hammered,
fucking
right?
mad?
I never found out.
Was this dude hammered or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was hammered too.
He could have just hit him with the elbow.
Pause. No. And I wasn't worried about me holding my own. I could have fucked this guy for sure.
The elbow. Just,
But but I didn't want to go to jail, and also I thought this guy was having a rough night. So I watched him walk out and leave, and as he's like walking out, I'm like behind him, and I watch a worker walk in, and I'm like, this is gonna go good. And he immediately, I can hear him open the door behind me again and go, God damn it. And I don't think they ever caught the guy. He was just hanging out.
That's crazy.
Swear to God. I swear to God, dude.
That's so funny.
That's fucked up.
that blows my mind.
Yeah, I know. There's not really a point to that story. I just thought I'd share. It's wild.
That is wild.
And honestly, and my mistake.
I'm a little disappointed there's not a better.
Yeah, I
ending.
was
I
about to say
wanted-
that too. I was like,
I
I feel
want
like,
there
I feel
to
like
be a
you
better
blue balls
ending.
me on that ending. Now.
Yeah.
I wanted there to be a better ending, and I'm sorry there's not. He just walked off into nothingness. It was like a really good action movie where it just ends with him walking.
He just
off.
walked into the fog and never
Yeah.
to be seen again. Like,
Well then, okay.
That was that, yeah. But I will say this. When he squared up to me, I was like, this guy's either drunk or he's going to, like, cocaine slam my ass right now. And
What if he was just homeless?
He was definitely not homeless. He had, like, a Gucci jacket on.
I definitely would have hit him with the elbow then.
Yeah. Yeah.
why?
No,
That means they got the money to sue.
no.
No.
And he definitely deserved it, too. But I was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, what are you fucking doing?
Well, dude, and I could like feel glass hit the bottom of my legs and shit, like
Yeah.
on my calves. I'm like, you're just fucking blowing glasses up in the
at that
bathroom,
point,
dude.
I don't think you would have gotten in trouble because you could have said it was self-defense, bro.
For sure, but also I had Cass at home and he was being
Oh.
babysat, and I didn't want to go to jail and not know.
I don't think you would have.
I don't know, bro, because when I throw hands, I don't do it for the light. brother. If I do it for real.
Yeah.
But
All right, fellas. You want your next subject here?
yeah.
So I'm curious if you guys saw this. There was a Chinese boy behind a firecracker sewer blast. Did you hear about this? So this little kid was lighting firecrackers off in a parking lot,
I think I saw this.
and he dropped one down a sewer manhole cover, and it's filled with gas down there, and it just, and it sent cars flying, dude.
Dude, I knew that this one was gonna tickle Jake in a special way.
Is that
dude.
how they do the freaking effects in like the Marvel movies? And like all the cars are blowing up and thrown all over the place. They just throw a couple firecrackers down the street.
Oh,
That was
boom.
CGI.
That was CGI.
I'm trying to simplify it for my.
What's that
This
building?
kid-
That
this-
terrorist fucking attack?
9/11?
No, it was like Manhattan or something. That building in Manhattan, they parked a fertilizer truck next to it and blew it up.
Let me look it up for us quick while
Damn.
Trent's looking up the other stuff.
But yeah, that does tickle my pickle. That is funny.
Yeah, of course. It's a very
Because
funny thing.
it's like, what are the fucking odds? This little kid
Well,
just lighting off some firecrackers. He doesn't think of anything. He's like, let's see what's gonna happen.
So loud.
So it's just
Dude,
Oh my
Holy
fuck.
shit!
yeah, and this is the aftermath.
shit everywhere.
You know what I will say? This kid is as close to being a Marvel supervillain as you can be.
Yeah,
That's-
dude.
So yeah,
Fuck
one
it.
more time. Kid
Look
runs
at
away.
that.
It's just piss and flames, dude.
Boom. Yeah, holy shit.
That kid's lucky he fucking ran away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
how much do you want to bet he goes in the military and starts blowing shit up after this?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Jake, how much you want to bet he commits to blowing stuff up for the rest of his life?
If he's going this young,
I tell you this.
that's his calling, dude.
I tell you this, he's going one of two ways, and I hope that's the way he
Me
goes.
too. Me too. There's one path and there's another path, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure. Brandon was that kid too, because that's what he does in the military now. It's his job to blow shit up. And I'm like, sick. I'm like, that's very fitting for you, you destructive bastard.
Like, how much fun would it be to be on the test ranges and like see all that shit just get to like happen?
Oh yeah.
It would be fucking sweet.
It'd be sweet.
Until you're doing it against an entire army of people. All of a sudden, not so sweet. Really fucking scary.
Yeah, touche.
You're watching your bros get fucking fucked up,
Just
dude. You're just
throttled.
like, God
Yeah.
damn, dude.
That's
Oh,
when you
that-
bring in the Angel of Death, the AC-130,
that would
and
be
you let
sick.
that bitch sing.
bro, you
Pull
bring
that rail gun out that we fucking showed
yeah.
in the previous episode.
Dude.
Just fucking blow through anything in its path.
I tell you what,
That was nuts.
I tell you what, real life, you give me a plasma ray, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
He goes, everyone's catching the smoke,
Their
bro.
team, our team, all of us, we're dead, dude. I'm fucking.
We're done. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
Yeah, no, don't give me a plasma ray, please.
Oh, so by the way, we don't need to take 30-minute breaks anymore. At least in the meantime.
Oh, now you tell me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Just wanted to let you know
Alright.
because we are not currently using an external camera.
Gotcha.
So
I love you too.
love you too, brother. What were you searching over there?
Oh, I was what Brent was talking about with the
It was a
fertilizer truck or whatever.
fertilizer truck.
Yeah, there's just so many different ones that are coming up. I can't really pinpoint the one he's exactly talking
Ah,
about.
good. Too many shit trucks blowing.
I mean, so like I don't have like a
Start.
subscription to the New York Times. So like when I clicked on it, it didn't give me much information, but it just says that the Times Square attack, which was back in Halloween of 2017, is when this was posted. But both terrorist attack, 8 killed, Manhattan, 11 injuries, fertilizer truck. There was a fertilizer
sorry.
fertilizer truck in Arkansas that got tipped over and made a big explosion and stuff like that. Those are really, honestly, ticking time bombs. Fertilizer
Yeah.
trucks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, like all the methane gas and shit.
Or like the Ferguson trucks, just straight fucking gas, because they're a natural gas company.
Oh yeah.
So just, dude, rolling around in a big fucking propane tank all day. Just wait for
Dude,
something to hit that.
Have you guys ever seen the videos
Oh.
of those fuckers blowing?
No, I would
How
love
about
to,
that-
though.
I've
that-
seen a couple videos and they're terrifying. It's like it looks like a nuke, like just a mushroom cloud, just immediate. Boom.
Like that gas leak.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And you light a
huge.
match and that whole neighborhood blew
Holy
up.
There was
shit,
a-
yeah, dude.
There was a gas.
We need to pull
tanker.
that up.
There was a gas tanker like back.
I'll send it to
in
Beach on the
the
podcast.
early
You got it?
2000s, like right over here. I was in between like New Richmond and like Baldwin, like out in that area. I guess there was a tanker that like literally drove off a bridge and fell down below and then blew up like that. That was like in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
My mom said it made her late to work and there was a bunch of fucked up shit.
Well, you want to know what else happened recently here on I-94?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A man who saved a driver from a burning car on I-94 named National Hero of the Year by Letter Carrier Association.
Nice.
Damn. That was, oh shit, that was right here.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, right, just across that fucking little river right there in St. Louis Park.
Holy shit. Dude, shout out to this guy. This guy's a fucking legend. Hopping in a burning car is fucking terrifying.
I can't even find it anymore, Brent.
Nah.
Jesus. It looks like that was an old fucking... Was that an old woman or an old man?
I think it was an old man.
God damn, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. His
That's
name
fucking
Tesfaye
crazy.
Deasso was named a 2025 National Hero of the Year by the National Association of Letter Carriers. He leapt into action after a car hit a guardrail on I-94. Video shows the Honda engulfed in flames as a group of Good Samaritans try to pry the vehicle's doors open. The driver was eventually rescued when a man managed to break the driver's side window. I don't think I'm a hero. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do as a human being, Deasso said Thursday at the award ceremony.
What a gangster. That's dope as fuck.
He was honored alongside several others, including a Pennsylvania man who tackled a stabbing suspect and a Michigan woman who freed a girl from a dog's clutches.
Oh, you know how you do that, right?
Stick your finger in their eyes.
Stick your finger in its ass. That's how you get a dog off of someone that's just got their jaws just clamped down.
That's
Finger
a
up their ass.
yeah. If they're locked onto that thing, yeah.
You know what's fucked up is I know that's true, and I don't want that to be true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
That's the worst case scenario. That's
I
like,
think-
it's biting me. Better shove my fucking finger in his
See, I
ass,
think
dude.
I'd rather have someone like try and kick it in the head. Even though, like, dude, no, like, being honest, if they're, like, latching onto my arm or leg, I would say kick it in the fucking head before stick your finger in its ass.
I mean, yeah.
Jake, if I kicked you in
And if
kicked
it's
you in
got
the
a-
head or stick my finger up your ass, which one's gonna make you flinch more?
Trust me, I get the concept.
Actually, this is one of the masters of woo, just
Yeah,
doing that
don't
to
get me
people
wrong.
all the time.
I will touch that chili
and
ring.
here's the thing. When you do it to him, he doesn't have much of a reaction.
No.
Well, I'll use the whole. Okay, so you got to fist Jake, not just a finger.
At least take me out to dinner
Hey,
first.
I want to
Another
be
way-
honest. If you put any body part back there, kiss it goodbye. It's gone. Do not fucking do that.
You know,
Ian
and
is clinching and taking it with him.
another way that I bet you could wake someone up is one of your previous, what was it, one of last episodes thing. You put cheese whiz in their asshole.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff
cheese whiz.
a goldfish.
Oh, you wait till I talk about
stuff a
today's
goldfish
stuff.
in it.
Today's
Oh,
stuff.
that legitimately gave me.
Oh, the cheese whiz. Okay, yeah.
It
so
gave
the-
me a
What
physical
was that one
shiver.
called?
I think it was the Carolina Hot Pocket. No. It was the Wisconsin Fish Bowl.
Yeah, that's
So the
right.
Wisconsin Fish Bowl, what you do is you take some cheese whiz, and you insert not the whole can, just the cheese in your ass, and then you take a goldfish, preferably goldfish, and then you shove it in their ass, and then they're just kind of like, "Why is my fish full of shit?" Or I don't know, whatever. It's just,
Dude, Wisconsin Fish Bowl is the funniest fucking thing.
yeah. Wait till I talk about.
Dude,
I got another good one for
that
Wisconsin.
is so funny. Dude.
You know, speaking of last episode, Ian is the only one here who hasn't tried the smelling salts.
Oh yeah.
So I was just looking around for him. I know Trent has them,
I do
and
have.
you gotta
'em.
try them.
Brent, will you grab my backpack out in the living room there?
Sweet.
See if we would have took a 30-minute break.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we don't need to take breaks.
I don't
you
know if I'm ready for this.
Oh, you
Dude,
gotta. Well, I'll do it
Dude,
with
this
you.
shit's gonna kick you in the fucking face.
I know I've had
It's-
I've had them before.
It's
and
gonna
I'm
be
scared.
Have
it's
you?
gonna be
Yes.
a donkey kick.
Yes, I've had them before, and I know
just in the
what
big
they
pocket.
are, and I'm very scared because I know what's coming.
Dude, oh my god, last time I put it like a couple centimeters away from my nose. Mistake.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
Dude, go
to
in
me,
slow.
to the dome.
Go in slow.
Yeah. These things are hefty, bro.
Fuck you guys, man.
Pass them around.
We could have skipped right over this.
No, I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, yeah. So keep it
best part.
6 inches away from your nose.
Just slowly bring it in.
Yeah.
Going slow. Yo.
Yeah, just like I remember. Oh God.
Get in there.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh shit.
I sniffed too hard.
Dude, yeah, dude, you gotta go in slow.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, God.
Ah.
It makes your eyes water.
Oh, yeah, instant.
Oh man.
A little more.
He goes in again.
And cover the one nostril.
No.
Oh, gotta hit both sides. Oh, got a light one in there. I got a light one in there.
Just waft it.
Oh.
I feel better.
Good morning.
All right, we're good for another 20 minutes.
Oh man.
That shit almost kind of reminds me of like when I did Tough Mudders. They have this little thing that you got to crawl through, and it's just like what's that?
Ammonia.
Vicks vapor rub.
Oh.
You know that
Oh.
stuff. And so you're just the whole time going through it, and you're like, I'm not even tired because I can breathe like so fucking good right now.
Yeah.
You're just trudging through. I'm like, I just might hang out.
My
here for a minute.
sinuses are so open right now.
All right, so what do we put in there? What do they have to crawl through? Vicks. Definitely get a lot of Vicks.
Vicks
All the
Vapor
Vicks
Rub.
you can get.
Vicks Vapo Rub. 100%. That's what we need right now.
They're just like, we're gonna sit here and think about what should they sniff. Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm like,
All right. Alan, what's today's Urban Dictionary definition?
all right, I did a Midwest city theme this go around. So I picked a couple cities in the Midwest, and the first one's Chicago, and it's the Chicago sunroof. Does anyone have an idea? And like all of these that I'm going to talk about today are sexually related at some sort, not necessarily a sexual act, but it's going to be dirty or sexual in one way or another.
Okay.
So a Chicago sunroof.
A Chicago sunroof. More than one person?
No, it only takes one person, but you definitely need a vehicle.
Okay. Is it I don't know, is it where you stick your ass out a sunroof and you shoot out the rest of the car or something?
I mean, close, just wrong direction. Basically, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. The act of taking a dump through the sunroof of an automobile.
Someone's done this.
Dude, I was gonna say pissing, fucking just hitting the person behind him, but taking a dump.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
one.
I think it would just hit the window and just.
Well, then you're gonna have to clean your car after.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dude, imagine how much you're gonna have to brace to stay over that fucking hole.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And if it's if it's one of those sunroofs where the glass goes like over top of the car, fuck.
All I'm doing, all I'm doing is laying flat back. Okay, you gotta lay down. Okay,
Well-
and then just barely stick your ass in the sunroof, and then give her hell because if you really put some force behind it, you might be able to hit both seats and center console. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that you do it.
Well, and now the sunroofs are so much bigger now, so you might just fall into your own shit.
Yeah.
So I like his idea where
If I fall,
said
And if you're
you just lay
trying to
flat.
punish somebody with this, man, which I would hope would be the only reason you would ever do this, like you gotta take like
A stool
a
softener?
laxative,
Yeah.
like a really aggressive laxative, dude.
Yeah.
you gotta take too much stool softener to the point where your tummy hurts. It's gotta hurt, dude. And then you show up and you blast the inside of that poor fucker's car. Dude.
Yikes.
Just shotgun spray.
Just a fucking sawed off worth of shit, dude. Just
All right, Alan, what's the next one?
all right, I got the Detroit Shuffle.
The Detroit Shuffle.
You're not even gonna guess this one. So like so this is kind of a two-parter because I'm like hum. Like if you hear say someone says they hum or whatever, you think of That's not what hum means. So it's a two-parter here. So the Detroit Shuffle is when you eat people's shit and then hum them and eat dick. And I'm just like, okay, what the fuck does hum mean then? Which means smells like something real bad when when one of your sick little friends lets a bad one out and you just happen to be walking through a chemical waste depository.
That is this is so
basically,
specific.
Going back to the Detroit Shuffle, it's like, so you're gonna eat shit, then you're gonna let one rip and like basically choke everybody out in the middle of the room and then eat dick.
You need to stop reading Urban Dictionary.
Okay. Wait. I think you're taking this a little wrong. So I think that they're gonna basically like, okay, do the first part, eat the shit, and then be like right there while they're farting, and then sucking some dick. I think that's what you're. It's almost like a Blumpkin. It's almost like a Blumpkin.
I don't think it's anything like a Blumpkin.
I mean, the only definition they have is I Detroit Shuffled on Bryce Daniels.
Careful, guys. The Blumkin master has spoken.
He goes, it's nothing like that. It's pretty close.
No idea.
It does sound different, though. I agree. Like, it's similar.
Similar. I mean,
But they're
you're getting a
different.
blowjob while you're taking a shit. I mean,
and eating it. Eating
but
it is kind of the ultimate
that is
switch up here.
the switch up. But I mean, you are gonna be getting a waft of nothing good.
Yeah.
Why?
Did you know that?
No, I did know, but why? Why?
Damn, dude.
I need to find someone now just to experience what this is. What? I don't even know. I don't have words.
So
I'm just
Alan,
moving on.
I think.
So you want to try Blumpkin?
You guys are making it sound. Never mind. I'm not going there.
making it sound like a pleasurable experience at this point.
It's just from a movie.
Here's the thing.
What movie is this?
Harold and Kumar.
Oh.
Here's the
You're
thing.
sounding like you're about to drop some knowledge, like you have some skin in the game.
No, dude, no. I was gonna, but no.
All right, I got 2 for Fargo because I couldn't decide which one I liked better, which I didn't. I liked them both. But the Fargo Cannonball. And the Cannonball, so think water.
So I'm thinking that he's gonna be jumping off of something, taking a shit.
No?
Cannonball taking a shit.
No.
Into the mic.
No. Oh, yeah. Try again.
Jumping off of fucking something into the water, taking a shit at the same time.
That's what I thought too. But
Well, we're not taking a shit this time. Brent, do you want to take a snack?
I can never guess
Okay.
these.
Okay. When you're having sex with a chicken or water breaks.
sick.
Fucking
Sick.
what? That's a lot.
So I guess you could say no, I'm not gonna go with that story either. Never mind.
So here's my question. All right, we're getting a little into it. Here's my question. It's always good if you can do it while she's pregnant. It's good. Baby's fine. What if the water breaks? What if you got a little pre-cum up there? What's gonna happen? That's a little fucked up.
I want to be honest.
You
with
better fucking quit right then and there.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's fucked up.
If you try, if you still are trying to get a nut off after your lady goes into labor, that might be the end, dude. That might be the end.
That
What
might be
if
the
you're
last
just-
time you ever get a nut off.
What?
That's just like, what if she's trying to? She's like, we can finish
Look,
quick.
if she's in on it and she's like, all right, we got about 5 hours till the baby's here.
We can 2 minutes.
Come on, crank down.
Crank it out. Are you still pushing through?
I'm about to be in the hospital for like a
if
week.
If she's like,
Yeah, you're
Yes.
pushing through.
although, wait, hang on.
No. Keep that same energy. He can't
hang on.
switch. He can't switch.
No, because now I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, well, if the baby's covered, that means that within a certain matter of time, that baby will be coming out of that same canal that I'm currently in. Which also, you have to start thinking, well, how soon is that? Right?
You don't want to. Never mind. That's just
No,
That's
no.
dark. What I'm about to say.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like how close are you willing to get to risk that? And my answer is not fucking close at all.
Some slight of you was like, yeah, okay, we can do it real quick.
That's before I thought
and
about
then he
it.
had to backpedal. He's like, I'm gonna touch the fucking thing's head.
No, well, I started thinking about
Poke its soft spot.
I just
Did you just say soft spot like skull fucking? What?
Well, yeah, because they got a soft spot on the top of their head.
What the fuck?
Kid's gonna come out looking a certain type of way.
I'm leaving.
Fucking skull. Skull fucking his child's soft spot. This totally took a turn. I should have never. Okay, Fargo Cannonball out. Will not be attempting that one, but I do have another one for Fargo and Fargo Waffle. This is diabolical. It's back to the shitting game, so if you want to go in that route.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
ooh.
Is it where you're using diarrhea as a waffle spread or something?
Close. It's not Nutella, that's for sure.
So okay, you. Does it have anything to do with like a shower drain?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of similar to what's that fetish they call when they want you to shit on their chest?
Well, Cleveland Steamer.
Yeah, Cleveland Steamer.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
For sure.
You just got to add a little to it.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom. I didn't know that.
So,
Ian just being like, "Oh, you mean?"
that one right there. That's exactly what I was talking
Now he's got some skin in the game.
about. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you guys the truth. I don't care if you think I shit on people. That's fine.
People just shit on you.
Yeah, I like
man.
it.
All right.
It's my favorite.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Yep.
The Fargo Waffle. To defecate? Yeah,
Defecate.
defecate on your partner's chest while wearing fishnet stockings, then flattening the feces with the stockings. The key is to leave a grid pattern like a waffle.
First off, that's not how a fucking waffle looks. Second off,
He's like, the technique is all
no,
wrong.
dude. The shower drain is a much better comparison to a waffle. Speaking of which, any of you boys ever waffle stomp a turd?
No, I can't say I have.
Okay.
Are you just like in the office, just with a freaking waffle iron, just
No,
smashing the shit out of a fucking pile of shit?
It's where you stomp it through like the shower drain.
I'm not that far in the Urban Dictionary to know.
And I've never done this, but I personally know, I think 2 or 3 people that I know have done this. And like more than once.
I have a feeling I know who probably 2 of them are.
Probably. I'm sure you've met them.
I definitely know who.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they're still my dogs, so I'm not gonna out them, but it's
Yeah.
very funny.
You're gonna tell me
I definitely
after.
know. one
Yeah,
of them.
off camera,
Yeah.
of course. Bro.
Yeah, I know 2 of them at least.
Yes, dude, they're the dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already know who.
And honestly, I could see having a real sloppy shit, and then just being like, "There's nothing I can do."
I'm just gonna wash it down. You know?
I could see that, but
Do you have at least a detachable like shower head with a lot of good pressure so you can like water hose that shit down? If
I
you
mean,
need to?
you better. If
back
you,
up, back up.
If you don't have good water pressure and you're trying to pull this off, that's a wild move.
Yeah.
That's a
It really
wild
explains
move.
why Ian has probably a subscription to Drano.
Dude, your loofah's about to get gross. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest.
Let's be honest.
My loofah is so clean. It's how dare you? How dare you?
Personal attack right there.
My loofah is clean and my drain is shitless. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Dude.
Your shower drain, right?
Anyway,
All right, last one for you today. Green Bay, so here in Wisconsin, and I'm not even gonna have you guys guess because it's a lengthy, almost paragraph long. It's a multi-stage sexual act. So, a horrible. Okay, so the Green Bay,
it starts with a horrible.
the Green Bay butter churner. The Green Bay butter churner is a horrible multi-stage sexual act. In the first stage, milk is procured from a lactating woman. Then the woman is anally fisted until she has attained anal width sufficient to receive the insertion of her own breast milk. Hold on, there's more. Then she is ass fucked until the milk turns into butter. The butter is then extracted and served over toast. Up to 12 people, so 12 servings. For double servings, use 2 fists or 2 women.
Yo, this is so crazy. Is it bad that I actually want to see this like happen?
Yes. Yes. It's-
Dude, there's
You're
no way.
probably the guy that's doing it.
There's no.
You're going to fucking jail,
Yeah, 'cause
dude. You're
there's
going
no
to
way
jail.
God
I need
damn.
to see the video. I need to see the video. I need to see the proof because that is fucking fake. There's no way.
Bro. If I was fucking, dude, if I was your,
I have seen 2 girls, 1 cup.
Dude.
I have seen 1 man,
That's
1
where it
jar.
started.
And now I need to see this.
dude, if I ever
Two
had
girls,
a, if
Go
I
ahead.
ever had a daughter, and she brought home a dude like you, brother, I would fucking give you the old Yeller treatment so fast, dude. So fast.
Hey, Jake, guess who else is late?
The old Yeller
Dude,
treatment
oh my
is
God.
wild, dude.
Oh my god.
I
I don't believe this works. I genuinely just need to see that
Bro,
it
yeah,
works.
this is some fucked up dude on the internet who's like, and then you put it in the ash, and fuck the ash, and it turns into butter. And some guy was like, who the fuck is this for? Why would you ever tell
and then you have
anybody
that
about
one guy
this?
who's like, he's a goddamn genius.
Yeah. There's one guy out there like, my God, this is it. This might work. He's getting ready.
Yeah, so is like the butter in like a little like fucking container? Is, like,
Whatever
I
you
need-
want it
like
to
I
be.
need to know how this
I think
Whatever
I
you
think-
want it to be.
I think
My problem
storage
is-
is optional.
Is I like salted butter, so I want to know where the salt comes in. Like, do you insert it into the anus or do you wait till after?
I definitely think pouring salt into somebody's asshole might fuck them up.
It probably it's like that one time. Okay. All right, story time.
pre-cum?
Dude, all right, Alan, we got to work on your transition into stories here.
It's related to the ass, I guess. I don't
He
know.
goes, speaking of pouring salt in buttholes, you guys will love this.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time I took a shot of vodka up the ass.
That's different.
Yeah. Story's connected now, ain't it, bro?
That's fucking wild.
That is so funny.
I even have picture proof.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so this
How
is how
hard
it all went down.
How did it hit you?
I'm just enjoying myself like we are right now, having a few brewskis with my friend Gavin. And
Yeah, you know, as every vodka anal shot goes.
yeah, we're just chilling at my place, and my wife at the time or whatever like that, she had just gotten done with getting her wisdom teeth pulled out. So you know that little syringe with like the little fucking like hook on the end or whatever, so like you can clean out back there. That'll come back later.
That's relevant, he says.
Remember the hook on the end of that fucking syringe.
How long does it have to stay in your ass?
So hold on, hold the phone. So
Just long enough to keep it in. That's all.
have you guys ever seen the show A Thousand Ways to Die?
Yes.
That is how the conversation all started. We started talking about that show, and I said, "Oh, I saw this one episode where this guy killed himself. He was an alcoholic, had surgery, and he gave himself an enema of alcohol and died." And so I'm like, whatever. Conversation goes on, da 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 da, and they're like, "Alan, you should try it. You're one that will try it." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to die." They're like, "Oh, just take a shot. Just one shot. Like, a shot's not going to kill you." It's like, "You're an alcoholic. You can drink it, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's going to go straight to my bloodstream. Going rectally like that."
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm sober, but I've only had like a handful of drinks or whatever. So like, I'm totally fine, you know? And then they finally convinced me like, fine, go get, well, like how are we going to insert this into my ass? We're not going to take the bottle and just fucking shove it in there, you know?
I like the thought of a group of bros trying to convince you to shove tequila in your ass.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
No, not
Yeah,
tequila,
vodka.
vodka.
Oh, vodka.
So-
Sorry. Before you continue, I
Could
have
you
to say
taste
this.
it?
No, I don't. No.
Just checking.
Out of everyone here, I definitely didn't think you were gonna be the one to fucking put a shot up your ass.
For
I
real.
definitely thought it
Yeah.
would have been like
Brent.
Ian or
Classic.
Brent first.
Never will I
not
ever. Never fucking will I.
You guys
ever.
are forgetting that like I'm also how much older than you guys, so I've got all my shit out of the way now.
have like 2 years on us.
How many beer butt chugs have you done?
Beer butt chugs?
Yeah.
I've done none. We're
I
going back to
don't
the
know.
vodka.
That was a
Back to the
hesitation
vodka.
look there. I don't think I believe you.
Okay, maybe there's one time. I've also done like shots of Jägermeister out of hairy men's belly buttons, and
What?
I've licked sweaty chests, just like
That's pretty. Look,
All right.
Get the
that's-
salt.
Back to the vodka.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
back to the vodka. So anyways, so they convinced me. We filled up the bottle cap of the vodka bottle.
That's it.
Yeah, so it was about half an ounce. And then we took that pointy syringe, a little hook,
With a little hook on
you
you.
know, whatever. Tried to make sure there's no fucking air in it, you know, because I didn't want to get bloated afterwards.
I think you would have just had to fart.
And so I am late.
Which I will
I have.
say,
All right. So
I
like,
will say putting if there were air in it, that would be the most risky fart of your life, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
how did you get vodka on your ass?
in.
Yeah, but until he farts, and it won't be in anymore.
So
I didn't know vodka was that color.
yeah, it went in clear. No, nothing came out, to be honest with you. It all absorbed instantly and it burned. But okay, so, so let me finish the fucking story.
Damn. Okay.
So anyways, I'm leaned over my freaking kitchen island or whatever like that. My drawers are down around my freaking knees, and my wife is like, this is where I have a picture proof of her like smiling with the syringe in one hand and like spreading my butt cheeks, trying to like, this is happening, going down kind of thing. And so she's laughing and she's like trying to like, she's not gonna like just stick it in because it's not straight. Remember, got the hook on it or whatever. So she's just like slowly like angling it and like curving it into me. And then, and I'm flinching like a son of a gun. Like I'm fucking puckered up tight, right?
You said you consent, your asshole said otherwise.
Yeah. Well, so then my buddy comes up behind my wife and he's like looking over his shoulder, just kind of like, is it in? And she's like, yeah, I think it's in. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking in. And he just comes behind and smacks the back of her hand. Just smacks the back of her hand and just all into my ass. And I freaking like jump up. I'm like, it fucking burns. It doesn't even feel good. It just fucking burns. I'm like sitting there and I'm just like on the bar stool, just kind of like, oh my God. It hurts so much. It just did not like it whatsoever. And I shit you not, like I wish we would have timed it, but my friend Gavin's just kind of like, I swear you went from sober to drunk within like a minute, because after a minute I was just like, they're like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm slurring my words and I'm fucking like
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, worth it.
I'm like slurring my words. I was like the room was spinning or whatever. Like that's like I drank all fucking night. And then again, like maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I was like, what fucking happened, man? I felt like I fucking been drinking all night, you know?
That's wild.
Yeah.
I've seen the aftermath of a dude boofing a Coke Rock.
Doing what to what?
Boofing a Coke Rock.
What is boofing a Coke
It's
rock?
bad. It's what he just said. It's just putting shit in your ass to take substances. And so,
So you saw someone put a
I
piece
did-
of Coke in their ass?
I did not watch this physically happen. I was in the same place, and I was aware
And
that
you know the person.
yes,
Do I know this person?
yes. and
Then I know who it is.
and it's funny because like I didn't watch them do it, but I knew that they did it because I forget how it happened. Somebody there was like, I want to see if it works. I want to see like how much more intense it is. Yeah, and so they convinced bro to do it. Don't do drugs. And yeah, he was fucked up, dude. Like it's like, I think it has to kick in so much faster or some shit.
Directly in the bloodstream.
Well,
Oh
I've,
yeah, you
I've never-
bypass your liver, your small intestines, you bypass everything.
yeah, I don't put stuff in my butthole, so I don't know. But
I don't either.
well,
I
but
think
I
you
will
have
say
to
this.
have never put something in your asshole to be able to say that.
I
Alan.
will. I will also say this though, Alan. That is the shit that makes a legend. So
Yeah.
so feel
For sure.
So feel no shame.
I was literally just
That's
gonna
the
say that,
dopest
dude.
shit. That is so funny.
That is. You know,
Yeah.
on that
the
note,
amount of dad lore.
I think it's time to take a break.
What'd you say?
I said on that note, I think we should take a quick break.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, peeps, we're back. Officially. At least on the live stream.
Drinking beer out of my cup. Beer out my cup.
And the can. Can't decide.
I still can't believe you did that.
I thought we were gonna start dropping some beats here and be like, In a cup.
Dude.
Yeah, in a cup.
Dude,
yeah.
you know what? At the end of the episode, I'll pull up a beat and we'll just outro on a nasty beat.
Money, 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 get $1 and a dick.
Okay, anyway. That's what we need. We need Alan doing fucking classic ad-libs over the top. Eat a dick, eat a dick. Dick. All right.
Okay, fellas. Next thing I got on the agenda is a man that just wants it to stop. Oh, are we doing some more smelling salts here? Is that
Yeah,
what's
and I'm going to
happening?
close the door quick.
Oh shit!
Or,
All right,
Brett,
we're
can you
doing it.
close her quick?
This
Ian,
can't
you
be
first.
healthy to take them on repeat.
No, you're
It
just
says
not,
twice a day.
It says it says don't do it more than twice.
And we did it at least 3 or 4 times in the last podcast.
One down, one to go.
Check, that's one.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's so potent. I can already
Come on.
Just drink it.
Oh, that's close.
That's
Close, dude.
Oh, shit.
That smelly smell.
Whoa,
The
that's
smell
close
smelly.
too. Holy shit.
They might be
shaking.
dying.
Oh, no, it's still good.
No,
Well,
that.
yeah, it's still potent.
Oh,
but
God. I'm fucking high. Holy shit.
That was a big sniff.
Yeah,
Oh, I heard that.
that got in the throat.
Back of the throat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
oh god.
You take him like a champ, bro. He throws him down. He says, "Oh, next, please."
Yeah.
See, fuck, he doesn't give a
You get used to it real quick.
shit.
Oh god.
I don't know about that.
His mom didn't raise no
Fuck
pussy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold the other nostril.
Peach, eat a rock.
Eat a rock.
Oh, I'll boof it first. Let's go.
Just gonna say that. You mean Green Bay butter churner?
Oh god.
Yes, the Green Bay butter churner. I'm
God, dude, that shit punches you in the face.
yeah. Wisconsin fishbowl is still the greatest name of all time. That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. All right. Next thing on the agenda. A guy that he just wants it to stop, man. Apparently, what's been happening to this gentleman is people order food from DoorDash, and specifically from Taco Bell in his area. And for whatever fucking reason, people go to his house and think it's a Taco Bell. For whatever reason, his address is listed as Taco Bell in his area. So DoorDash drivers come to his house and knock on his front door and go, "I'm here to pick up Taco Bell."
Oh my god.
You could not possibly be
At
that
all
fucking
hours
bad.
of the day. All hours, 24/7.
Okay, I need to say something quick. First off, that just shows you who we have for Door Dashers, that they can't figure it out. Like,
100%.
this is a rural home, and I don't see no big fucking Taco Bell sign and a bunch of lights on.
Yeah.
There's a fence and plants on the porch.
And a dog barking at me.
And a dog
That
barking.
must be where my burritos are.
Let's knock on the door.
All right, here. Let's see what this shows here.
No volume. Like, how do you fuck that up? Sorry, bro. How do you fuck that up?
He's pissed.
I mean, wouldn't you, though, if at
For
all
sure.
hours of the night people were knocking on your door for Taco Bell?
Right.
Yeah.
Not to drop it off, to pick it up.
Diabolical. Diabolical.
How'd I know? It was gonna be some sort of shit. Definitely creative.
I'm trying to keep the cops out of this here. What?
Says the man giving bags of cat shit.
Honestly, warranted.
Dude,
Yeah.
Creative.
Yeah, I just want to solve this problem creatively. Is
Bro.
the best response.
Bro,
Yeah.
can you imagine ordering Taco Bell and then getting a bag of cat shit? Can you imagine how crazy that would be?
I want to know who eats it because it's at 2:00 in the fucking morning. That's when you go to Taco Bell.
All I'm saying is,
what I'm
like,
saying?
back to
It's
the
drunk food.
original point of this. Who the fuck walks into a residential neighborhood, sees a house, and goes,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
part of the-
obviously I go and knock on that door to pick up Taco Bell because clearly it's a Taco Bell.
And it's not
What?
just one.
Yeah.
So it's very clearly a house. Like, what? How? That doesn't even make sense.
That's the part that blows my fucking
Yeah,
mind.
I think.
Common sense isn't so common anymore.
100%.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it's crazy to think that anybody would see like a residential home and be like, "Yes, I've been waiting for some 5-layer burritos." That's crazy. That's crazy. Like a front door, everything, a mailbox, nice yard probably. It looked like he had a nice place. It looked like it was a house.
Yeah.
Just a nice house.
I mean, the walk up to his front door seemed pretty long, so you know he's got to be doing well.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That guy definitely ate the right asses throughout his career. He's doing all right.
Ate the right asses, he said.
definitely.
Yeah, dude. But he's obviously struggling in the department of people showing up. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I get that. 100%.
I don't know. It is what it is, brother.
It is what it is.
Lock him up.
Dum dum. I love the soundboard.
Yeah. Thanks to Ian, we got one for now.
For
Yeah.
now.
For now.
For now. Until Trent decides to smash it or whatever maniacal thing.
Until he
has.
overuses the fart sound.
So I was looking at something over break, just some absurd stories. Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. And ejected.
Don't challenge me. I'm not going to do it, dude. Sorry, Alan.
Oh, no worries.
You were
There's
saying?
an article here that says from NBC, Nebraska state senator sues God.
What?
Yeah, sues God.
Shut the fuck
Like G-O-D?
Well, September 17th, 2007.
Like-
The defendant in a state senator's lawsuit is accused of causing untold death and horror and threatening to cause more still. He can be sued in Douglas County, the legislator claims, because God is everywhere. Okay.
I don't think they're going to win.
I mean, you're right when you say God is everywhere, right?
So he
But
sued God
you're-
last week, which
Yeah, but I think you're thinking of this in the wrong way.
hey, I'm just reading you what I have in front of me. all right?
not you. As in the person that said I want to sue God.
I want to know who's defending God.
Jesus.
Just shows up.
Here's the statement. The
I
Omaha
have returned.
Anyway,
The Omaha senator who skips morning prayers during the legislative session and often criticizes Christians also says God has caused fearsome floods, horrendous hurricanes, and terrifying tornadoes. That's called natural disaster, you dumb fuck. But anyways,
You said it.
technically, that is. All right, we can get into this. Anyway, you guys, do you guys want to hear one of my favorite memes?
Wait. Let's finish the article real quick.
Okay, sorry.
well, okay. He's seeking permanent injunction against the Almighty.
Okay, so wait, who the fuck is letting him sue? Actually,
And where are they going to get the money? God don't have money as far as I know.
well,
Like, what happens if he fucking wins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
he get out of this? What does he
Yeah,
get out of when he
what
wins?
do you think you win? So it's
Does
like
Adam and Eve come back or something? I don't know.
Jake, that's the greatest way to ask that question. He goes, well, what does he fucking get if he wins? It's like, it's true.
Chambers says in his lawsuit that God has made terrorist threats against the senator and his constituents, inspired fear and caused widespread death, destruction, and terrorization of millions upon millions of the Earth's inhabitants. Yeah, life, death, life, death, life, death. What the fuck?
It sounds like he needs a little bit of therapy. Someone to tell him the truth. He doesn't have all the cards. They're not all there.
What a dumbass.
What a dumbass. You know, like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to get? Like, you saying that you're scarred because shit happens in the world and you can't fucking control it? Oh, no.
He's like, I can't blame anybody except
Except God. He did it all. Oh
yeah,
my God.
that's bullshit.
oh my god.
Absolute.
That so there's one of my favorite gifs is it says when people pronounce gif like GIF and then it's a picture of a platypus and it says every day we stray further from Jod. That fucking meme kills me.
I
don't know
hate
why.
to say it. I am that person.
What you say?
GIF. Like, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I am that person.
you don't.
I do. I do. Fuck
Pe-
you.
Do you say,
if
do
you're
you say
if
GIF
you're
or GIF?
referring to peanut butter,
I say
then
GIF.
yeah,
Okay, thank you,
it's a GIF.
thank you, Alan. Are you a GIF or a GIF guy?
I just say moving photo.
All right,
Yeah, he's old. That's right. He's old.
all right. Well,
Animated photo. Like it's a photo that moves.
It's
okay.
not animated.
Dude, how you're like 32
Animated
tops.
animated means it's like drawn
Well,
in some
he's-
way. Yeah,
I know, but like it moves.
He's gonna be taking his horse and buggy home today.
So wait, so is it supposed to be GIF or GIF?
It's GIF.
it is
It
GIF.
is
GIF is
GIF.
peanut butter.
I don't know. I say GIF.
Look at it. Look
Okay,
at it as GIF.
In my defense,
Hey,
the
think
English
about it.
language
YouTubers
is
sitting over
fucked
there.
up. The English language is fucked up.
It's-
we need to add an E at the end if we want
Think
to
about
call
it this
GIF.
way. Think about it this way.
It's like gifts without the T.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. It is gift without the T.
You're looking about it wrong. You gotta spell the word the way it would be spelled.
And do
in
you spell-
other words? That's how it
Do you
works.
spell Jorge with WHORE to start, or
Yeah, I literally just saw a comedian
Thank
saying
you.
like that same exact like punchline basically, and he's just like, sound it out. That doesn't fucking work. Restaurant. That's not how you spell it.
or
Yeah.
like all our freaking words that have the silent letters, like no.
Wednesday, WEDNESDAY. Wednesday.
Wednesday,
No,
Or
that is how it's spelled though.
or the
It's
word
fucking
pretty.
Stupid.
Pretty should be pretty.
Yeah.
It's got an E, not an I.
Yeah, the English language sucks to learn as a second language, dude.
Here's the good news,
It
boys.
sucks to learn as a fucking first language. Are you kidding me, dude? I barely fucking passed English class. That shit sucked. Fuck you mean a second language?
All right, here's Alan going off in another side story.
Dude, Jake is disrespected.
That
by that.
is funny as hell. Dude.
So he's talking about English language, and so like my kid, he likes to talk in class, but it's always during reading time, and like I give him a pass. I'm just like, okay, you're talking during reading time. I get it. I hate to read too because the English language is just fucked.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, and reading puts me to sleep.
See, I was never good with like numbers or
I
like
got ADHD
science and
too.
shit. People would be like, and then you bring it over here and you do this, and I'm like, lady, I don't know a fucking word you just said.
But bitch, I got a calculator.
For real. Well, I actually did decent in English, but I think that's just because, you know, like they tell stories and shit. Like, do you know how many times I've read Romeo and Juliet? because I kept failing that fucking class.
You just gotta fucking
Like, I think it was like 5.
you gotta look up
Not
the
kidding.
answers online. They're right there.
No, and I want to make this clear. It's not that I didn't understand the shit. I
yeah,
said,
I get that.
I was good at English. I had that attitude where it's like, you're a fucking dickhead. I'm not doing that. Like all of high school, and it fucked me up. But
Although English class did fucking suck.
it sucked.
They made us read all of the most bullshit books.
Yeah.
English sucked.
like,
Like
because-
Bernice
want you to
bobs
read-
her hair. Like who the fuck is gonna read that
Yeah.
bullshit?
Yeah. The Color Purple. That's really entertaining.
of mice
like-
and men.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Where the red fern grows. That one was okay.
that's a great
That's
book.
a
great
Fuck
book.
you.
Yeah,
Duh,
that
yeah,
was
we
good.
that book has made me cry every time I've read it. I love that fucking
That's why he keeps
book.
going back. It's the only one he knows how to read.
Yeah.
I love
It's the only book I've read multiple times.
I love quoting of mice and men at work. Like, tell me about the rabbits, George. Like I do that all the time.
I hate to say it. I just think of the band.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good band though too.
It is a great band.
for sure.
Better than the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way better than
Yeah.
the book.
I
guys-
would much rather listen to them than think about a guy with a lubed up hand that stays wet and moist for his wife. That's fucking gross.
Do you guys remember what Catcher in the Rye was about?
Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, like,
No.
about-
I'm familiar, but I'm not at the same time.
totally forgot.
Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
So, guys,
I'm leaving.
I found out about, the gaming platform Steam.
Wait, before you go on about this, I just have to bring something up while we're talking about books.
What's up?
Do you guys remember the book fairs as a kid?
Fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, the book fairs were fucking legit. If
Never
you,
got
and
a
if you
book.
didn't get a book, you felt like
Yeah, you feel like a
shit.
broke bitch.
Yeah, you're like, dude, I'm going here and all the coolest books, but I can't get shit. You're like, are you kidding me? And next thing you know, none of them are reading them. You know, we're just
Yeah.
buying pencils and shit. And getting
Yeah.
all, like,
Everybody's
the
like, dude,
knickknacks.
look at this bookmarker that I bought.
You know
And
what?
everybody's like, but you didn't even buy a book.
But then you have
He's like-
Brent, and then you have Brent who buys the Guinness World Records. You know,
Yeah.
And then there was always the kids that bought the finger poker sticks.
Cass got that when I took him, and his first book he got at the book fair was a Sonic comic book.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude.
Dude, Captain Underpants. I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
that
dude.
when we were kids.
Captain
Diary of a
Underpants.
Wimpy Kid.
Dude,
Yep.
I was more of a Captain Underpants guy myself.
Yeah, me
that
too.
was the shit.
dude, Junie B. Jones.
Yeah.
That was one of my fucking go-tos. Dude,
Yeah.
it was one of my favorites growing up.
Oh, what was fuck? There was a God.
What about those two kids that were in the treehouse fucking that used to do like all these adventures?
I know
you
it. Yeah,
You know
I
it.
know what
Ferb?
that is too.
No.
Oh.
No, it's like a book.
Yeah, it was a few
multiple books.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
They were really good.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. There's so many books that I can think of and picture them, but I could not name them. You
Oh,
know what
me
I
too.
mean? Fuck. Yeah, the book fairs were like the equivalent of the club for kids. You go
Yeah.
there and you're like, "What's up? See this?
Yeah.
this?
See this bag of books that I bought?
Yeah, I'll see you in homeroom.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
real. That's what it
100%.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So the gaming platform Steam. Apparently, it has a new #1 game called Schedule 1. And it is where it's a simulation drug dealer game. Like,
Teaching
And
the
it's-
youth to fuck themselves.
it's actually like pretty neat. I kind of want to try it. I won't even lie. Apparently, you learn how to like make meth and grow pot and make different variations of drugs and
What the
sell them to
fuck?
people. And like
I will say this.
you can kill people and like bury them and like buy different clubhouses
It
and
is-
shit. It's like Grand Theft
Walter
Auto,
White.
but like
It is.
Yeah.
It sounds very cool and it sounds fun. It also seems like a really good way to teach people to be like, this is how I'm executing this, dude. Granted, I think it depends on how realistic it is, though.
Oh,
You know,
it's
like
it's not realistic.
okay,
It's
yeah.
very like Minecrafty.
Oh, sick. Then by all means, yeah.
Yeah.
Murder away. Like, I don't care.
Here, let me see if I can't pull up a.
I was gonna say, so like, what's the 14 plus or?
I don't know.
Because if my kid ever sent me a app request to play this game, I don't know if it's on the Apple Store. Or not.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like.
Yeah, dude, fucking murder spree. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Oh, damn.
I could get into this, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
This looks legit.
This looks like an actual like hilariously entertaining time.
That is fucking funny.
You should pull up the what is it? Kind of like the preview
They
of
look
the
like
game.
South Park characters,
Well, yeah,
kind of.
and dude, like apparently, like when you sell people drugs, you get to like watch them take it and like see how it affects different people in the game. It's really funny.
The old guy in the alley just
Dude, pretty accurate.
so funny.
And like you can pickpocket them sometimes, and then they'll try to fight you. Like
Yeah, I see this.
Hilarious.
I actually see people play this on TikTok all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yo, what's that one game with the VR
That looks
where
like
you
Garrison.
can like throw people up and do like weird shit and have guns?
oh, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
don't know what it's called. Though.
I know.
think
I
it's,
don't know the name.
I think it's a MetaQuest, like
It's something
virtual
like
reality
that, but
game.
they always do the funniest shit, throwing fucking frying pans. And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
he's like Spider-Man, fucking shoots a web, grabs it, brings it back, and twacks him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Those-
funniest shit. Like
those-
I would play the
Hilarious.
fuck out of that.
Absolutely.
Like that'd be hilarious.
I love those videos that they do when they like throw that guy off the cliff. They're like yoink, and then he'll fucking Spider-Man him back up, and he's like, yeah, and then he stabs.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so funny, dude. Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is the guy is one of the videos where they're on like a bridge with like a tower in the end of it, and like the dude like spidey webs around the tower, and then just like swings back in and like cracks him with a frying pan on the way back in. Dude, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a perfect. I love those games. I would love to try it.
Honestly, I feel like that would be very therapeutic. I could make characters that resemble people that I need to get some frustration out on, and just fuck them up, dude. You know how fun that would be?
some coworkers, you know,
Just-
fucking why not?
Dude, I'd probably, and then when I get mad at myself because I fucked up or made a mistake, I'll have one for me and just be like, you dumbass little bitch.
Yeah.
Start whipping them around, dude.
Why'd you do that?
like, you fucking idiot.
So did you hear that apparently Apple Jacks recently modernized Cinnamon? They took his dreads away.
That is bullshit, dude.
That is bullshit.
I like the dreads.
Everybody likes the dreads. I think
Well, dude, that was the point of him. Like, dude, it was his character. Why?
Applejack's man.
Yeah,
It was the best shit
Cinnamon.
ever. It was the best shit ever.
What was his little thing? It was like, I am Cinnamon. Like,
Well,
and he would-
it used to be him and the apple.
yeah.
And then they would like race to the bowl or whatever. That was the idea. And he was like, "Hey, see you later," or like whatever. That was a horrible impression. I'm so sorry.
It sounded a little Italian.
Yeah, I turned it crazy.
Italian.
Look, I'm gonna
Italian.
avoid impressions from
Italian,
now on.
same
That's
thing.
not the good move.
Italy,
Anyway,
same thing.
so no, but they used to race to the bowl,
Potato,
and it was like
potato.
a whole thing in the commercials. And then whichever one won was like, yeah. And then I think they always got eaten because welcome to cereal.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Delicious.
it's good shit.
Italian, same fucking thing.
Dude, I looked at I said Italian the other day because I pulled out like the zesty Italian dressing,
It makes you just look so stupid.
and I mean the moment that I said Italian,
Every time.
I pulled it out and I said, just gotta grab the Italian dressing. And Jamie looks at me and goes, yeah, we gotta go to Italy too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just looked, what
the fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck?
This brings up a couple memories.
Every
for me.
time.
You got
dude, I
motherfucker.
did. I did, dude. I was defeated after that. I was like,
How hard is it?
I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. That was dumb. Like,
There's a difference.
We
It's
all know what you're
culture.
talking about.
No.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
Potato,
but-
potato.
Yeah, but
that
data,
was-
data.
Yeah, I think my reaction to her was, but you knew what I was saying.
Yeah, so fuck you.
So I was at Subway, and I have never seen the word sriracha spelt before.
Oh yeah, that one will fuck you up, dude.
Sriracha, right? So here I am. I said, yeah. So Subway had sriracha ranch as one of their dressings or whatever, and I'm already making my sub. I'm like, yeah, and I'll get some of that Siri ranch. And she's like, do you mean sriracha? I'm like, yeah, the Siri ranch.
Oh my god.
Jake, I almost
But-
lost my fucking drink. Don't laugh like that, you fucking crazy man.
But then to add pain to misery here, I was at a Chinese buffet or whatever like that, and they had this place where they could make like your food like hot on the spot kind of thing, hibachi or whatever like that. Well, anyways,
Something like that.
Hibachi, but yes.
so I have
hibachi.
You're gonna start with this bullshit again, huh?
so. Anyways,
Seemed like a good time.
they had a bunch of cilantro, whatever like that, and I'm at this point I'm 3 sheets to the wind, and my friend's like next to me, and he's like, "Do you want some of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me some of that clitantro." Not cilantro, clitantro.
Clitantro is way funnier. That's what I'm.
That is what I'm calling it from now on.
yeah. For
As
real.
soon as my kids ask, what is that? Clitantro. That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I'm.
Yeah, will you grab me some cumin too?
I
A little more spendy.
So those are my 2 words: Siri ranch and clitantro.
Yeah, clitantro is hilarious. I'm gonna reference that anytime I want a munchbox in the future. I'm just throwing that out.
You play the clitar with your tongue pick.
Oh my god! You're like, you know what? I'm looking for the entree. Where's the clitantro?
You're
Get
going,
over
you're going
here.
like this. Ding, da, da, ding, 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 ding with your fucking tongue. You know?
I'll go. Oh, wow, that tastes delicious. I'd love some clitantro with my salad.
That's all right. I'll laugh for you.
So, guys,
Thank you.
Love you.
speaking of
That's what I get.
speaking of grotesque-esque stuff, have you heard of the Bradford pear tree? It's a pretty common tree.
Never seen it.
Apparently, it gives off a significant scent of semen and rotting meat. That is how they describe it.
Anybody else who knows that smell from not being around that tree is a monster.
Dude, the idea of somebody walking out of their house to one of these trees and just being like, semen. Wild.
I'm making a
Yeah.
cologne out of that.
Yikes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just walk around
Out of
smelling
all-
like a big thing of semen. You're like, no, I'm a fucking tree, a Prius fucking what is it? Prius? Prius?
Bradford or something like that.
Spell it.
Rotting
Yeah,
fish. urine,
Pyrus. Prius.
Baby poop.
Anyway,
Bad for the environment.
I just. What do you mean it's bad for the environment?
Apparently,
Burn 'em down.
Apparently, the trees are
The trees are
inva-
spreading
kind
their
of-
seed.
Apparently-
Literally.
Apparently, they're invasive. I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing: if you
Cut 'em down.
smell like nut and you're bad for the environment, we're not letting you around anymore.
Just
I
imagine
have
trying to
that-
burn that.
I have that same logic for friends. If you smell like nut and you're bad for the environment, you're not my friend.
That's
Hashtag-
hilarious.
Which is kind of hypocritical of me because
Hypocritical, kind of.
I smell like nut and I'm bad for the environment.
Hit those crickets.
Pause. Yeah.
I think someone needs some more smelling salt.
Having to
over here.
ask you to hit
I
the
had to-
crickets on your own joke
I had to
is
s-
pretty fucking
I had
hilarious.
to I had to sit in my own shame and just be like,
Yes, doing that.
Jake, are you going back in again?
I wanted to be a part of that, but I just couldn't get myself into
I'll
it.
do it.
Oh, okay, we're doing this.
Oh,
Jake, let's do
God,
it. again.
Wow. All right.
"Hey
It
guys,
seems like he needs to wake up.
You went in deep, bro. You went in. You committed hard.
He went straight in. Nose to bottle.
God!
That was gnarly.
oh,
I
yeah.
feel so bad for you. That went straight in.
Just oh god.
Nah, dude. Nah. I'm good. That's all you got.
Someone's got a
fat puss over there. I took 2. You're a vagina. I don't want to hear it.
Take your panties off.
Next time you go golfing with us, you were teeing off with your pants around your ankles then.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Fucking
at the woman's tee.
At
give
the
it to
woman's
me then,
team.
you fucking pussies. You're not a fucking man unless you sniff this really bad stuff. Suck my dick. We'll fucking do this.
Yeah.
Fucking having a seizure over there.
That made it all worth it.
So bad. All right, bitch. I'm back. I'm back.
Oh god.
Get in.
Get in there. Get in there. Pussy if you don't. Pussy if you don't. It's fucking potent right now. What the fuck?
Oh man. Oh.
So, Jake
Oh,
mentioned here
man.
about golf. You got to tee off with your pants around your ankles. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've teed off naked at a private 9-hole course before
Sick.
in the rain. And then shortly after, we went into the sauna and drank and smoked cigars inside the sauna and then passed out. And then I thought we were going to die.
Yeah.
That's fucking
You
sweet.
could from dehydration. But anyways, speaking of fucking rain and fucking wind and golf, last year, I think I went with one of you guys. I think Brent, you were there. Do you remember when it just started fucking wind was so hard you couldn't even tee it up?
Yeah.
And then it started downpouring so hard we had to fucking run back
dude,
to
yeah, we hustled.
Yeah, you were with us, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were at like literally
Badlands, yeah.
at the very
End of the
like,
first hole.
Like we were as far away from the clubhouse as you could have been, essentially.
No, I think
Oh.
Because we were like I want to say at like hole 5 or something like that.
I think it was
Or
even
no,
sooner.
I think it was like the second hole.
Yeah, it was
Or
like
I think it was hole 3 with the shell. No,
it was either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And we got rained so hard on. Yeah.
I do remember that.
Because I tried teeing off and the ball literally came back. There was it was like 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Bro, that's the funniest shit.
It was. You couldn't even hardly tee it up.
If I was ever golfing and I watched you crack one into the wind and it wound up feet in front of you, I would cry.
Dude, it was literally like 80-mile-an-hour winds straight into us. We had a
That
tornado
is-
warning right after that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we shouldn't
Fuck
have been
that.
out there.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no. We teed off and it was looking bad.
I'm not gonna lie. If you guys were like, "We're still going," and I'm like watching you load metal golf clubs into your,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, "Have fun. I'll see you later, baby."
Yeah, seriously.
Well, yeah, I think we ended up getting like a rain check for the next day.
Yeah.
So.
So, it was
So,
nice.
do a lot of these clubs, like, if they know something nasty's coming in, they'll shut the course down and be like,
They'll
"Nobody's-"
drive around and let you know.
They'll let you play up until, and then because most of the time they want you to come into the clubhouse, maybe wait it out, have a few drinks,
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
try and go back
Well,
out.
and I'm sure, like, if somebody got struck out there, there has to be liability issues.
Oh yeah,
So they're like, "Get in." I don't fucking.
Yeah.
I don't want you wielding a fucking conductor into the air, dude. Fucking like Thor, dude.
smite me, old smitey smiter.
Like fucking Thor. Just this is mine. Just fucking
It's
zap.
right behind you.
Yeah. I need a real golf club though, like a driver.
Guys, I have a pretty good question for you. What do you think is scarier? A room called the doll room that's filled with dolls?
Like
Or
porcelain dolls.
sure.
Those things are fucking.
Or a room called the doll room with just one doll.
The whole room.
Yeah, I agree with that because if it's one doll, that's scary enough.
You can
But
keep your eye on it.
imagine that if that place is haunted or something,
All them beady fucking.
all them motherfuckers are gonna be like,
And you don't know which one's the one.
right, yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they're all wide-eyed, no eyelids.
yeah. It's a guessing game at this point. It's like, all right, I know I'm gonna have to stomp one of these fuckers out at least one.
As a
Is it gonna be more?
as an example,
Yeah, definitely.
see what I did. This is gonna happen to any of you.
Yeah. You know what would be really funny is if you pulled a doll off the wall you fucking smashed it to bits, and you were like screaming at all the other dolls in the room, and then a very nice doll just steps out like, that was my mother. You'd be like, oh shit, dude,
You must die now.
You're like, I just wanted to play, but now you're never leaving. You're like, what the fuck, dude? You're like, you killed my mother. Dude, tell me. Worst case
All right.
scenario. Worst case scenario. You don't.
So Ian is having fever dreams, I guess.
Yeah.
I obviously am dumbasses. Have you guys talked to me? If you guys have talked to me for more than 5 minutes, you know I'm out of my fucking mind. But
So
it's fine.
I got a question for you guys. How many fourth graders do you think you could take on before you get overrun?
Fourth graders.
Well, I feel like are they all coming at you at once or one at a time?
Is this like in waves?
No.
So and
Like COD zombies?
and these are like
round one, round two.
and these are like 10-year-olds. So
Yeah, like my son.
yeah. So I'm.
I mean, if I'm fighting a bunch of my own kid, I probably could go a solid half hour
Yeah.
of waves of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because like my kid, you just grab him by the shirt and you can throw
Yeah.
him easily.
I think the way to do it is
I think I could get through like 75 of them.
yeah.
I was thinking at least 100.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have, you see, like, listen, you gotta like
Well, because I
bring them all into a room
are
and
we?
have them come one at a time, and then you just Spartan kick one in the face at a time. You
Well,
know,
that-
just like,
Well,
"Ah!"
if we're talking about them coming one at a time.
Well,
that's-
you gotta
then, yeah.
you gotta funnel
But
them
I-
in,
but I'm-
but then you can get overran. So you miss one,
So
he
here-
jumps
Yeah,
on your
that's
back.
that's why I'm saying is like I think that I could probably take out 80 before I get overran by them.
So here's what
I think 100.
But if we're doing just line them up, 100 easy.
So
you gotta make it that way.
so
All right, Jake. I had to chat GPT this. And the absurd first liner is engaging in physical altercations, especially involving minors, is both unethical and illegal. However, hypothetically discussing such scenarios has become a topic of debate and humor in various online communities like us today. So additionally, there's from Mick Sweeney's humorously assess the number of 12-year-olds and adults that might overpower before being overtaken. So I'm going to click on that and see what it fucking says.
sick.
So, 21. So this guy is 21, approximately 6 feet tall, tips the scales at around 180, and has a moderately athletic and muscular build. Judged on these statistics and what I assume would be a natural ferocity that would spring forth in a moment of physical danger, I estimate that I could beat up seven 12-year-olds before they overtook me. Only 7, and here we are talking fucking big shit like 75, 100.
I want to be honest, bro. If you give me a fucking broom and a little bit of distance, nobody's safe. Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, a fourth grader, dude, you hit them one time and they're down.
Well, so
Like say you crack them one time, one solid fucking.
this was talking about 6th graders because it's 12-year-olds. We were talking about
Fourth grade.
fourth graders.
So that's gonna be a little difference too.
This is the best I can do.
That's okay.
No, I mean it's gonna be hard to find that.
The
exact
factors
scenario,
that we have to
but
think about in this
Seriously.
situation.
I think. Okay, another thing I could do is take off my shoes. Okay, tie the laces together. Nunchucks. Just start choking these motherfuckers, dude.
I like how in this article it says, of course, this would have to be a formative average-sized 12-year-old. Future linebackers, NBA players, and all Scandinavian children would throw off this equation.
Scandinavian children.
Well then,
My name is Hanson. Leave me alone.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is happening in this episode?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we said fuck the morals. We're just talking today. So sorry, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm grabbing shoelaces, choking out some of them fuckers, dude. I'll do it.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, for sure.
Hypothetically.
I'm gonna expose them to fucking smelling salts, and right when they get hit with it, I'm Spartan kicking them, dude. Every one of
He
them.
said 3-piece in a combo,
Dude.
right here
Get it.
for you.
Dude, it's crazy.
You're
I'm
gonna give
telling
him
you.
the fucking Jorge Masvidal flying knee, dude.
Dude, and I want to make this clear. I love my son. I would never hit my son. But if there were an expendable amounts of him trying to kill me and I didn't
Say you win this, you win $1 million.
and hang on, and in this scenario they're the same size as my son, but it's not my son.
Yeah.
So I don't have that emotional connection.
Exactly.
You're
Throttle.
going to fucking get hosed. I'm going to ravage, dude. This is going to be a problem. That's so funny. Is ravage the right word I'm looking for? What does ravage mean? I want to make sure I'm not saying something crazy.
Let's chat GPT.
Not what you think.
Ravage.
Like I'm gonna ravage you. Like I'm.
No, it says to cause severe damage or destruction, often through violent or yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you could say ravage like in a sexual way too, and I know that, and that's what made me think about it.
Yeah,
So I
I
was
was
like,
like-
did I say that right? But yeah, I guess I was right.
So, guys, have you heard about a shooting range in Switzerland that goes over a highway?
No, that's fucking psycho. Tell me.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, this is a real thing. So here, let's see if we can't pull up. Yeah.
Switzerland was like
So here-
the
here we
neutral
go.
country.
They are.
They literally shoot from here, and it goes directly over the road to the firing area,
That's insane.
right over a highway.
Brother, if one of those people has bad aim,
Right.
you are
You don't even need bad aim. You just need bad intentions.
or bad circumstances. Yeah.
Literally.
Well, yeah. So like,
Take an M4 up
their
there.
justification is that when you're laying up here, like in the firing area, because of the hill, you can't see the highway, so you can't hit it.
You don't think you could shoot through that top layer of soil at all?
Right?
It'll go.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe not
if
on
they're
the first
using-
bullet,
If
but
they're using
if,
a
you-
50 cal,
if enough people fucking shoot that area, you don't think that it's gonna just mow the yard up? Just saying.
I if you're shooting something that far, you do have a high enough caliber of a bullet to go through some dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Keep
for
going.
sure some. I'm just thinking, like, if you have really bad motherfuckers who are just shooting at the ground, even that eventually will give up. Like,
Yeah,
they're
okay,
going to
here we
shoot
go.
through all that ground eventually.
100%.
so chat GPT once again. The penetration depth of a 50 cal. Again, there's a little, factors here with like angle and all that other stuff like that. But in soil's variation, and soil varies significantly depending if it's dry or wet or whatever. But for instance, a 50 cal armor piercing round can penetrate approximately 28 inches of dry soil and up to 42 inches of wet soil from a distance of 100 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, I mean, if you're skimming through, like with this hill situation with a 50 cal, and you're skimming through, I mean, all it's got to do is, it's only going through like
3.5 feet.
3.5 feet of the soil, like linearly instead of like into it.
No, sorry. That's 42. That's just under.
Just under 4 feet.
Just
Yeah.
under 4 feet. Yeah.
So 4 feet of soil to come out the other end and keep going.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's a smart move. I don't think I would ever drive through this highway.
Is that cows in that picture?
Bales of hay. It looks like.
Are those cows?
No.
Those are
One
cows.
above you.
Those
one
are
above
those are bison.
Sick.
That's not a bison.
Shoot
it's
'em.
a cow.
Shoot them.
Shoot him.
Freaking free beef.
you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, bringing
I'm hungry.
bringing free range to a whole new level.
Along came the colonel.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. Just a bison right in the middle.
That is crazy.
All right, fellas. Well, what do you say we wrap it up for the day?
I think so.
Sounds good.
It's been a good ass episode.
It has been.
Y'all, make sure that you do us that favor. You hit the like and the subscribe button for us. Leave a comment if you would like.
Please. Let
Please
us
rate
know what
us.
you want us to talk about.
Yes, absolutely. Y'all, Love you guys. Catch you next time.